Hello, Aries. It's time for your mid-April update. We're going to see what oracle card you have, and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what information you need to know about the second half of April. So your oracle card is Radical Acceptance. I'm kind of center it here. So what I'm getting, it says embrace non-judgment and release control. I know that may be difficult for some of you out there. Just accept that things are changing. You can't stop it. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. Just take it. Just take what comes. You can handle it, and you'll probably find a way to make it work better than most others would. You're in the ideal position. You're the first sign of the zodiac. You are the initiator. You can handle the changes. You can handle what's coming, and you may be the one actually initiating a lot of these changes, like big changes, doing things in a completely different way than you've done them before. Or maybe it's a new realm of thought for you, a new career. It's something out of the blue in some cases, or just completely different from the norm. You're ready to change. You're ready to shake things up, to get things moving, to move forward. And you're ready to jump in with both feet, or I would recommend that you just do. Handle it like the pro that you are. Be the leader of this change. Let's see what or tarot cards you have. Starting out here with the Three of Pentacles. You will have a team to work with. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Take your time. The King of Swords. The Devil. And the Eight of Cups. Sorry, you may hear my dog in the background. She's being a little feisty today, too. She's an Aries. Okay. Supporting your radical acceptance or helping you along with that. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are an earth element. This is going to be about material things, foundations, being grounded, material things, things that you can touch, feel, like tangibly feel. This can also be about work, what you do to earn money. So it can also be about money to obtain those things. It could be about funding for a project or some special gift that some special gift. I'm just going to stop at that. The Three of Pentacles is indicating that you're working with a team of people. There's at least three of you involved. And I wanted to say it takes a village is the phrase that had come through. It takes a village sometimes. So you need to ask for help or you need to accept it. Just work with this team. Maybe you've been resisting this, is working with these people to create a project or to make this thing happen. You may be the one that has a radical idea and how to bring more money or more visibility, more resources to your village, to your family, to your community. So you have the idea, but you don't necessarily know how to make it all happen. You need an organizer, and maybe you need somebody to help with the funding. Maybe you need the accounting person while you take care of calling everything up, making those initial arrangements, meeting with the people. You need to work together, or you need to work as a team in order to implement these radical ideas, these different things that you want to do, or this very interesting gift that you've thought of for something. So don't turn that away. Don't deny yourself that. Don't try to go it alone. Seek the help. That's how you're going to get it done. And then the Knight of Pentacles, this is the slowest, again, it's a pentacle, but and earth energy in general is just a slower moving energy. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He's still making progress. He's still moving forward, but this is saying take your time. If something isn't working, Try something else. Try and try again, but take your time and make sure you're getting it right. It's almost like you're perfecting a technique or making sure that everything is accounted for. The devil's in the details. Oh, maybe that's why we have this card, but we'll see when we get there. Pay attention, take your time. This doesn't feel like something that needs to be rushed, but you want to get the ball rolling because it's going to take time to sort it all out and get it all, everything arranged in the right order. You want quality. You don't want something that's rushed. I mean, you might want to get it done as soon as possible, but at the same time, you want it to be just chef's kiss type of product or final outcome. And then we have the King of Swords, and this might be you. This is like the CEO energy. Swords is an air element. This is about thoughts, communication, ideas. This is the big idea person. They know how everything should work. They have a vision. They set the vision for the team, and then they gather the team to help create their vision. This could very well be you. So make sure that you're not getting too emotionally involved in it, right? You want to kind of have that step back so that you can so that you don't adversely influence something just because you might get so excited about this one single aspect of it that you neglect something else. So that's something to pay attention to also. Get informed, learn, figure it all out. You could shift things depending on what comes up as you're going through and learning different processes. It might shift the idea, which is okay. You have control. You are the one in charge. You are the head of this project. Trust your judgment here, but again, think logically, think about the flow. It needs to make sense. It needs to stay in budget. It's a CEO type role. But you have the vision and you have the passion to push it forward. And then we have the devil. And yeah, the devil's in the detail just popped up right in front again. So try not to overlook anything. Try not to get too so impatient that you rush something. Any part of this step, take your time with it. In the planning, yeah, there's going to be certain areas where you're like, do we really need to worry about that though? I mean, this one piece is holding us up. Do we really need it? Can we skip it? Can we do something else? It's fine to look at the different ideas, but remember what the vision is and that you want it to be right. It needs to be right because your name is on this. And if you push through or rush a certain part with you don't test something, you don't make sure it fits smoothly into the flow, you don't have it covered, you just have a blank spot, speaker A in this spot. Maybe it's an event where there's speakers, but you don't have anyone booked and you don't have an idea of who that should be or what the subject should be if it's within the flow of the overall event in the right order and so on. It's going to jar things. It's going to cheapen your final product. So pay attention to that and don't let yourself get caught up in that impatience and don't become a micromanager on it either. Trust your people. Trust your people. Listen to them. That comes in here too. The CEO listens to his people because he picked them. So he's trusting them to create his vision, to interpret it correctly. Trust. You may have to let go of some control in certain areas, and that's okay. Try not to be over controlling or micromanaging. Take your time. That's what they want to say about that. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Cups. It feels like whatever this is at the end of this, it's like this is your final hurrah before you head out onto greener pastures. onto into a better future for yourself. So this is what people are going to remember you by, at least in this area of your life, whatever this is for you. This is how you're going to be remembered, which is why it's so important that everything goes right, that you take your time on this. Perhaps you're retiring in a year and there's some big project going on, or there's things you want to have in place by that time so that the transition is smooth, so that you can move on knowing that you don't have to hold on to any control, or there's not an emotional connection or worry or fear or anything like that tying you back to something that you are stepping away from because it no longer serves you. It's not something you envision yourself being a part of anymore. But it's very important to you, and that might be part of what this radical acceptance is. You're accepting that it's time for you to move on to something else. And in order to do that, you want to make sure that everything is lined up and you can leave it in the best possible state. And they have people, a team that they can rely on to handle it going forward after you're gone. And that's what I have for you, Aries. Wow. Let's see if there's a card on the bottom of the deck too for anything else. 7 of Pentacles. More Pentacles. So this could definitely be work related, finance related, or home related. 7 of Pentacles is saying, consider all your options. Make sure you're checking things along the way. Do it step by step. And then again, don't be afraid to pause and change directions or shift things around. If something's not working, remove it and bring something new in. Or maybe you don't need that part and you can just cut it out completely, and that makes things smooth or go there's a word I want to use, but it's like it all coalesces, it all flows, for lack of a better term. That's not coming to my head right now. It all flows better when you take that piece out. So don't be afraid to make those changes. You be very analytical about it. That King of Swords energy. And you're going to make this a success for everyone involved. All right. That's what I have for you, Aries. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.